Hey YouTubers, thanks for joining me here at Random Chemistry. In this video, we're going to continue practicing determining oxidation numbers. If you're not familiar with how to do so, or if you don't know the general rules, you can go check out my video, Introduction to Oxidation Numbers. We're going to start with this formula here. We need to determine the oxidation number for each atom. The first thing I like to do is to draw my boxes. And these boxes just help me stay organized. These boxes are going to hold the oxidation numbers for each of these atoms. And if we look at our rules, they tell us that the oxidation numbers will add up to equal the charge of the formula. Now our formula doesn't have a charge, or it has a charge of 0, so these numbers will add up to equal 0. And if we look at our rules again, it tells us that generally oxygen has an oxidation number of -2. And hydrogen generally has an oxidation number of +1. And now we can do math, algebra, to figure out the oxidation number of nitrogen. We have to remember to multiply this number by 2 because there are 2 oxygens. So 2 times -2 is a -4. So -4 plus 1 is a -3. So I need to add 3 to get to 0. So here are the oxidation numbers for each of the atoms. Hydrogen is +1, nitrogen is +3, and oxygen is -2. Let's take a look at another example. NH4+. So first thing I'm going to do is draw my boxes. So a box for nitrogen and a box for hydrogen. And I know that when I add these up, they're going to equal its charge. And this has a positive charge of 1, so that means this is going to be +1. And if we look at our rules, again, we know hydrogen typically has an oxidation number of +1. Oops. There's 4 hydrogens, by the way. And so I need to multiply that by 4. So 4 times 1 is +4. And I need nitrogen to add up to +1. So doing my algebra, I know that -3 plus 4 is going to give me a +1. So in this formula, nitrogen has an oxidation number of -3 and hydrogen has an oxidation number of +1. Alright, let's do one more example. Cl2O3. I'll draw my box for each atom. Cl2O3. It doesn't have a charge, so the oxidation numbers are going to add up to equal 0. Oxygen typically has a -2 oxidation number, but I need to multiply it by 3. So that's going to give me -6. And there are 2 chlorides, so I need to multiply this oxidation number by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that means chloride is going to have an oxidation number of +3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus -6 is 0. So the oxidation number of chloride is +3. The oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Alright YouTubers, thank you so much for joining me during this video with Random Chemistry. Please comment, like, subscribe. I really want to hear from you. If there's any material that you specifically want me to cover, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next time on Random Chemistry.